All right, so we've got a pretty hilarious video here. Dennis Prager, the guy who's, the head of PragerU, Prager University, it's not a real accredited university, of course. Instead of getting a degree, you can watch 5-minute videos in exchange for a badge. So you don't get a degree, you instead get a sticker. So, I'd much rather go to PragerU than, let's say, one of those lefty organizations like UC Berkeley or something like that. But basically, they made a video titled The Charlottesville Lie, and Shaun debunked it. You guys probably know Shaun. He does some pretty lengthy videos. He got really angry at this video, and he pumped it out within like a week and a half, which is very rare for, Shaun. It's not a very common thing. And by the way, this video will be demonetized because we're talking about Nazis, so if you can support on Patreon, the link's down below. I'd really appreciate that. But basically, he made this video because PragerU claimed that basically the media had reported that Trump had said that there were fine Nazis, there were fine people on both sides. And basically what Shaun does is he looks at all of the different news organizations they listed and showed the actual source material of their reporting and showed that they actually included all of the context of his comment. Because basically Trump said, I condemn fully the neo-Nazis, but the thing is that there were people last night who were just there to protest Robert E. Lee, and they were there to just be fine people protesting this taking down. The problem was the night he's referring to is the night where all the motherfuckers were out with tiki torches, screaming blood and soil and shit, and like the Jews will not replace us. Those are the fuckers that he's saying there were some good people there, which is hilariously stupid. And so he points all that out, and then Dennis Prager responds. Let's hear him out.
Figment of the press's imagination. And there's this truly, I don't know what adjective to use, moronic, dishonest, stupid, illogical notion that Steve Cortez in the Prager University video this week about the Charlottesville lie lied. We lied. Keeps saying this anonymous figure who has a skull and bones on his screen. I always picture this guy living with his mother's basement and saying we lied, that the media said that he was referring to neo-Nazis and white supremacists when he said there were very fine people on both sides.
So as you can see there, he's I realized after watching this that Dennis Prager is just like literally probably the worst speaker of all time. What I just watched right now is an old dude doing political ASMR. This guy's doing some ASMR, getting his feelings off his chest. He's clearly deeply hurt. He's clearly pissed. It seems like someone really Shaun really took a blow to his manhood, and it's really sort of just embarrassing to watch. And he doesn't really have a response either. And what's funny, by the way, is in the PragerU video, and they always do this, when they show a picture of like a supposed article that oh look, this news organization reported that Trump said that there were very fine Nazis or very fine people on both sides. They make a cartoon picture, and Shaun points out in his video, like, they show a cartoon image of a newspaper. They don't actually show a screenshot of a news article from a website. So again, they provide zero evidence whatsoever, and Shaun goes through all of the evidence. This was his first response. By the way, I just noticed right now that this DP sign, the Dennis Prager one, it seems very oddly similar to the David Pakman one. I don't know, it's a random observation. So this is like his first response, and then this guy has just completely ripped off the great man Franklin Delano Roosevelt and his fireside chats. So he ripped the name Fireside Chat, and now he does his stupid little chats sitting next to his fireplace. And it's really cringy stuff. And by the way, I want to say that, like, where would this dude have anybody watching him if it weren't for all the money backing that he gets from rich right-wingers? Like, come on, who wants to watch Dennis Prager? Are you kidding me, dude? Like some, like, stupid old guy, just, like, really incredibly uncharismatic and just super fucking boring. But he goes on this Fireside Chat, and he addresses it once again. Let's hear him out.
Both sides, right? It's impossible
there's this moronic video up, and I only make reference to it because it's got 106,000 views, which is just...
By the way, it has like 200,000, and it's got like 24,000 likes. So if you haven't left a like on the video, go over there and leave a like on the video and watch it.
This makes me cry. I don't care if the people attack me. It is. I've discussed this on these broadcasts. It means nothing to me. Nothing. But I do care if people lie and sucker in people to it. His argument, the guy, by the way, he's anonymous. You don't see his face.
Dennis Prager doesn't like it that other people, that, oh, look, I don't like Shaun's video because you know what he's doing? He's lying people into a position. PragerU, okay, which he refers to as Prager University. It's not a university. They just call themselves that. They're literally like gods, god tier propagandists and liars. Seriously. And they are the ones like, I don't like it when people make a video lying their viewers into a position. Bruh, you're literally the founder of PragerU. You are the poster boy for that. Like, you made that, you know, in this YouTube sphere super popular. That's what you do. That's your trademark.
You don't have his name. All you see is a skull and crossbones.
His name is Shaun, so... And apparently, I didn't know this about the skull and bones from Shaun, by the way, but apparently, those skull and bones, it's supposed to be, I guess, a meme, like it's ironically using it. And I read his channel description, literally says reclaiming the skull. So I guess it's because there are a bunch of like skeptics and shit who use the skull or whatever. And so he's using it ironically to take it back.
This is a sophisticated presentation for highly sophisticated people watching. I have an image of this guy sitting in his mother's basement. And his argument is, oh, PragerU.
That's a great comeback, Dennis.
It was lied. PragerU lies. PragerU lies. They said that the media said that the president said that that there are fine people on both sides, and so that they were fine Nazis.
Do you hear that fucking stuttering? Let me replay that shit for you.
Lies. PragerU lies. They said that the media said that the president said that that there are fine people on both sides, and so that they were fine Nazis.
Do you hear him stuttering, bro? I don't even know what the fuck he just said. Like, bro, come on, dude. This is a recorded segment. Do a retake or something, man. Come on, dude. Dude, you just stuttered your whole way through that. I don't even know what you just said. This guy is incredibly uncharismatic, and he's barely able to speak a couple words, get a sentence out.
And they said, it's not true. The media never said that. And I thought, this guy has to be...
He showed evidence for that. You know that, right? Like, he literally went through the list of news sources that he posted, and he literally posted the articles and the videos they tweeted out from that specific day, and he showed the evidence.
Kidding. The cover of Newsweek just now is the claim again that the president said there are fine people among the white supremacists and Nazis. That's the entire message of the media for the last, 17? Yeah, 2 years. That's like saying the media? What, the media have said there was Russian collusion? Oh, PragerU was lying. The media never said there's Russian collusion. The people who believe that video, do you realize there's a perfect phrase for these people. The Groucho Marx did it when he was caught having an affair with another woman in the bedroom. And his famous line, "You're going to believe me or your lying eyes?"
What?
The people watching...
What? What was the point of that?
People who think that this is a valid video have just lived through an immersion of the society in the lie that the president said that there were good Nazis. Damn. And this guy, this anonymous crackpot, makes a video and people go, yeah, wow, they didn't say that. That's, I wonder how many of the viewers went to college.
Guess what he's about to say right now. Guess what he's about to say right now. Okay? Think about it.
My suspicion is a lot. Because college teaches you not to think clearly.
Did you see that coming? Dennis Prager is telling you that people who go to college are dumb and people who are going to be like, people who go to college are going to be the dumb people who believe in videos like ones from Shaun. So in other words, don't go to college. And like, instead of being like, oh, I wonder how many of these people went to college, probably not a lot of them. He says probably, like, imagine being against higher education. Just imagine being that stupid. You're literally arguing against higher education. I don't even know like how you could possibly do that, but I have to say I didn't expect him to go that route when he said that comment. I frankly was quite shocked.
But there's no excuse for any decent human being to believe such stuff. Anyway, that's where we're at.
He's really sad about this, guys. He's sad about it. He's really, really like he really took a blow from this video, and I'm really happy because he deserves it. But that video is gonna keep gaining views, folks. Who knows how big it's gonna get? His last PragerU video, I think, is at like over 1 million views, and it's gonna be a steady gainer. So that shit's gonna pull a lot of views. That shit's gonna pull a lot of fucking likes too, and it's just gonna keep going. And I think I don't know, Shaun might just keep doing more videos on PragerU, which will be dope. Definitely would like to see it, but the point Shaun was trying to make is basically that like the media reported in full context Donald Trump's quotes, but the overall conclusion to come to is that Trump actually did say that there were fine neo-Nazis, and that's because he said that basically on the night before the day of the rally, the night before, there were all the guys. Remember the guys with the tiki torches when they're walking around saying, screaming blood and soil, and Jews will not replace us, etc., etc. And there's a bunch of like white dudes with tiki torches. He said that on that night there were good people, fine people who weren't neo-Nazis and weren't white supremacists, and that there were good people there. The problem with that statement is there were no good people that night. There's a bunch of motherfuckers with tiki torches saying shit like blood and soil and the Jews will not replace us. So he did say that. That's what you're saying in effect. Because if you say there were some good people who are not neo-Nazis and not white supremacists, but it ends up being the case that the night you're referring to, there literally was none, and you're referencing like a horrible night where there were a shit ton of people with tiki torches screaming crazy shit like blood and soil, etc., etc., you just said that they're fine, Nazis, because that's the only people there. There were no good people. There were no normal people. It was a bunch of people with tiki torches. So that's Shaun's point. And so that's the conclusion you should come to. But the media fully, cited Trump's quotes of how he said, oh, we fully condemn neo-Nazis. And there was also some timeline errors that they did as well, that they didn't, like I think Trump didn't come out immediately, and then he had to come out with the teleprompter response and stuff. So anyways, Dennis Prager looks really, really pissed off.